Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Fallout 76 video with me, Blackwell, here at Blackwell TV. Don't forget we are an official ambassador for Green Man Gaming, so head to greenmangaming.com to get money off top titles. Anyway, on to today's video.
Alright, in today's video we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. Again, we are looking at the Tasty Squirrel Stew buff in the game. So, oh, someone just bought something off me, lovely. So what I'm going to suggest is we're going to run through the recipe, source some ingredients, get some perks for the sourcing of the ingredients, as well as perks for cooking and additional buffs, and then how to store it as well. So if you like the sound of that, thumbs up on this video, like and subscribe and all that stuff for more, and we'll get into it. I just want to reiterate that we are hoping to keep going as a channel, so for that to happen we need more people to be subscribing to the channel. As you can see here, 80% of people not currently subscribed, so if you do subscribe to the channel, it tells the algorithm of YouTube that the channel's doing well and it's improving and it's putting content out consistently and it's good content and so on, and then hopefully that will expand the reach of the channel as well and make this more sustainable. It's something that I have to say, so yeah, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Alright, let's get into it. So we are down at the White Spring Resort. We're actually at the White Springs North entrance. We're at the mall. This is probably the most reliable source for this recipe. If you've already got it, you don't need to do this step. But if you are new to the game and you manage to get down to the resort without having this recipe, then you'll need to come in here and go to Le Grand Gourmet and speak to Antoine here. Now, it won't proc on every server, so you may have to do some server hopping here. But there you go. You've got Tasty Squirrel Stew at the bottom. 89 caps. So it's not too expensive. You can use hard bargain to get the price down even more. But there you go. We already know the recipe, but it's always good to know where to look. Right, moving on, we're going to go back to Weapon Artisan. No, Artisan's Corner, sorry. Artisan's Corner. And we are going to go to the cooking station to see... Oh, hello. Salt. Excellent. To see exactly what we need for this recipe. So we found under food. It'll be grayed out if you don't have all the ingredients, so you'll have to scroll down to the bottom. And it'll be under T for Tasty Squirrel Stew. There we go. And for Tasty Squirrel Stew, you need 2 boiled water, 1 salt, 2 squirrel bits, 2 Tatos, and 1 wood. On to perks to help us find our ingredients. Perk cards such as Butcher's Bounty, which gives you an 80% chance to find extra meat from animal corpses. That's super useful because squirrels are not that easy to come by in this game, surprisingly, little critters. We are also going to need Green Thumb, reap twice as much when harvesting flora. That's useful for our Tatos. Potentially, if you're brand new to the game, you might need this card. You might not, but you might need it. Woodchucker. Collect twice as much when harvesting wood. Now, there's loads of wood in the game, so this card won't be necessary for long if you do need it. Alright, so just bear that in mind. Right, now we are going to go and source our ingredients. Now, the first place that I would go for wood would be Helvetia. So we're going to head there. Now, you may wonder why we're going for wood first. And that's because to make boiled water, you need dirty water plus wood. I guess they use wood as a fuel to heat up the water. So we're going to come here to this yellow house. And as you can see, there's loads and loads of wood. So we're going to pick it up. We're going to spam gather. Spam the gather button. Just pick up whatever wood's here. It'll be more than enough for what we're doing, with plenty left over. Also, if you're brand new to the game and you don't know this big green area here is called the forest. So there's plenty of wood in the forest. Right, so we've got our wood scraps. And next we need some dirty water. So there is a water source right here. And again, we're going to spam the collect button this time. Be mindful of your health if you're unyielding, because you may die. So just going to spam that until, you think you've got enough. That's a lot of health missing, so I'm just going to pop the rat away. So we're just making boiled water at the moment. It'll be under drinks. And there it is. We don't need to make all of these, but we're making 45. Why not? So there we go. So we're going to head up to the north of the map. We're going to go here to a place called Cobbleton Farm. Okay. You get a free fast travel in at Vault 76. It's going to cost you a loading screen, basically, instead of caps. But you can get a little closer, and it'll save you some caps. Okay, so we've arrived at Vault 76. I'm going to quickly just head down these stairs here to show you the donations box, if you haven't seen it. There we go, there's a donations box with cool stuff in there. And if you would like more information on the donations box, check this video out here in the top right, because I made a video about it earlier. Lovely. So from 76, we are heading over to Cobbleton Farm. Arriving at Cobbleton Farm, you may think about what perk cards you'll need, because we're going for crops at the moment, so we're not worried too much about Butcher's Bounty. So what we're going to do is switch that out for Green Thumb. There may be a couple of enemies up here, because I heard some shooting. Sounds like some Scorched, or maybe some Ghouls, or maybe a hybrid. Yeah, it looks like they're fighting each other. Oh, there's a raider. Are you shooting at me? No, you're shooting at Ghouls. Cool. Alrighty. So, around the back here, or the side, I suppose, is corn, mute fruit, razor grain, and potatoes. Now, I actually don't believe you can take two with Green Thumb here. So Green Thumb doesn't work on these ones in particular, for some reason. However, most crops out in the world, you will get double spawn if you are using Green Thumb. Right, so we'll try and find one. I think there's actually a fire cap around there that I can show you it working on. As you approach, there you go, there's a fire cap. So it should say in the top left 2 when you pick this up. Oh, 4. Wow, okay. Crikey. It might be verdant season in the forest. Which means double spawns anyway. But yeah, for some reason you can't take double from this farm. But there you go. Right, so there's Tato's in the bag. Let's get on to the next cooking item. Salt. So you're looking for salt, eh? First up, you want to head to Bolton Greens. Okay, arriving at Bolton Greens, you want to head inside, and you should find 5 salt. That doesn't sound like it makes sense grammatically. Inside, you will find 5 salt. There we go. Okay, so we've got a couple of salt over here. This is what salt looks like. We want to take 1 and 2. We don't want to eat these straight away. Could be quite easy to do because it's the same button. You just long press it, so don't do that. There's number 3. Number 4's here. It's been disrupted, so it's on the floor, so be careful of that. That can happen. Because they are freestanding items, so they can just fall over. So that's number 4. And if we come through into the kitchen, I believe, chicken do Cola for me, thank you very much. There's another one here. So there's number 5. Okay. So Bolton Greens, there you go, you got 5. Let's take a look at the recipe and remind ourselves what we still need. Because if 5 salt's enough for you, you don't need to watch all of this video and you can go on to the next bit. Tasty Squirrel Stew, we're looking for squirrel bits now. So if you feel you've got enough salt, you can move on to the next chapter, which is squirrel bits. Alright, we're going to carry on though, and we're going to stockpile squirrel stew salt so we can craft even more. So that's Bolton Greens taken care of. We're going to head back to Helvetia. Returning back to Helvetia, there should be 5 in this little town. So let's get to finding them. So the yellow building where you found the wood earlier, if you needed the wood, should house a salt as well. So we'll go inside. Again, they may be scorched here, so be careful of those. Put on the old pit. Well, the pit boy light is on. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hello. The hell even shot me? What? Am I being shot from outside? I guess I am. Okay, well, the salt's right here. So that's nice and easy. There's another salt here. And there's a third salt here. Hello. Yep, thank you. So the next building up is the red house. I believe it's the butcher's. And there should be one in here as well. So let's go inside. Shoot any goobers in the head. You just were going to follow me the whole day? Can you not? Thanks. Okay. You there. Thank you. His head went flying. Lovely. So into the kitchen, I think, in this one. And there it is, next to the stew pot. Lovely stuff. Right, next up you want to head back around to the cheese house, which is this little house here. Or shed. And it's actually in the window here, look. There it is, but you've got to go inside to get it. So, here we go. If you do need pepper, there's one on the other side. There. So there you go. Right, there are the ones from Helvetia done. Lovely stuff. On to the next location. So, with this next one, we're going to head a bit further south. We're going to go to the General Steakhouse. Okay, arriving at the General Steakhouse. Please be aware that there are super mutants here, so they can be quite challenging to take on. There's also floaters out the back as well, and there can be scorched beasts flying around, so yeah. Right, so there should be 5 in here.
Let's play.
Okay. Oh, damn it. So it's one of them where you kind of want to kill the enemies first, because that gives you, you know, time and a calm environment to search for these ingredients. But the longer you fight an enemy, the more chance I've got of disrupting the items in the game. So you could lose them. So it's just striking that balance, really. Because if there's assault in this room now and a grenade's gone off, it could be anywhere. And that could be a bit of a pain. We'll stick to our task and we'll just go for the salts. So, there's one here on this table here. Here it is, here it is. Yeah. I said here a lot, didn't I? I know, I am aware of that. Another one over here. So we've taken 2. Apparently there's 5 in this building. When I last checked, I only found 4. So we'll have a look again and see if there's another one. So it looks like there should be one up there with the pepper, but there's not. There's one here. Okay, so that's 3. There's 4. Okay, yeah, there is 5 then. So there's 4 if you include those ones, and then there shouldn't be another one down here that I'm aware of. The 5th one's upstairs. I'm glad I've managed to find that. That's good. The 5th one is right here. So that's another 5. If you want to kill the enemies, by all means do so. Get that XP. That's what we're building for anyway, isn't it? Let's face it. You're strongest, are you? Yeah? Okay, strongest. So strong. Look how strong you are. Spineless now, aren't you? Because well, your spine's there. I'm not even taking it. That's how weak your spine was. Great. Superb. Right. So that is the General Steakhouse. And a bit of sassiness from me. We're actually going to head back to where we basically started out this video. We're actually going to just go off west here to the White Spring Golf Club. Arriving at the White Spring Golf Club, obviously there's going to be enemies here. again, if you're new to the game and you don't know that, then hey, yep, just be prepared. So there should be 7 salts in here. Salt shakers. So we're going to go and find them all. But yeah, don't worry. There's plenty of XP to kill. Plenty of enemies in here. These can chimes give you XP as well, so don't forget to take those. And if you listen carefully, you'll hear the recognizable noise of a Wendigo. We're going for headshots here, but if you're low level, it might be better suited to go for leg shots. Because if you don't kill the enemy straight away, you slow them right down. Look, he's a slow boy now. There's one. Okay. Stuck on a table. There we go. Slide them down. They're not too bad now. Kill them in your own leisure. Bruh. 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 They can be really nasty when they pin you in a corner like that. Because their attacks speed up. Which is why it's so important to cripple the legs. Bruh. If your DPS isn't too high. Right. So, if I recall correctly, we've not picked anything up yet. We were disturbed by the ghouls. So, there's one. One cheeky little salt. I'm going to walk slowly as well to keep it. Bruh. Keep this camera work a bit, you know, steady. Bruh. But it does mean I need to kill these ghouls rapidly before they start attacking me. So I'm not going to evade. Bruh. Okay, it seems calm. Alright, on to salt number 2. Be rude not to loot these guys if we've got bullets on them. Yeah, okay. Hey, buddy. Bruh. Alright then. So, we're up to salt 2. There's a pepper there. There's a cheeky little trap up here, but it doesn't tend to do anything badly. There's number 3. Get that reloaded. The trap's there, by the way. Oh, hello. Bruh. Don't see the trap. Bruh. Squash. Bruh. Bruh. Okay, number 4 seems to have fallen off the table, so that's fine. We've got that one. More ghouls making noises. That's really weird sounding. I think there's one behind this bar, actually. Is there a ghoul behind here? No? Okay. That's fine. Leave this stuff. Number 5, I've just clocked it over here on this table. Number 6 up here in this corner. Bruh. Ghoul, go to sit down school, please. Thank you. Right. So, we've got plenty of salt. That's great. Let's have a look and see how many we've got. We've got 21 now. Okay, that's really good. On to the next part, which is squirrels. Okay, we still need to find our squirrel bits, so we've come to the White Springs main entrance here. Right here, look. We're going to sort of go around this area here, and we'll find a couple of squirrels that we can kill. This is important, so I'd go with it. Make sure you are running Butcher's Bounty, because squirrels aren't that easy to find in this game. Especially if, you know, if this spot's dried up and there's maybe only one squirrel there, because the other one's been killed by something. then it can be a bit of a tricky task. So we're going to head around here, and there should be 2 squirrels knocking about. So one's dead there. I assume the other one may be dead as well, which is not ideal. But fear not, my friends. We have a couple of ways to find out if they are dead or not. One is to use Berry Mentats. It highlights living corpses. It's basically a detect life drug. We pop one of those and there should be pink markings on the screen to detect whether there's a squirrel in the area. Now it's going to detect all animals, so it's detected a mole rat over here, so we can see that. And there's another one as well, which is now over there. It's going to spawn behind us. Right, okay, so if we head here, down to the south, there should be some more critters. Haha! We have a first squirrel, we have a rabbit, and we have a rabbit, and we have another rabbit. So 3 rabbits and a squirrel. However, with Butcher's Bounty, we've got that proc, and we've got a second piece of squirrel meat, which is enough for us to cook 1 tasty squirrel stew. However, I'm going to show you another location where you can get some more. So we're going to fast travel to Cliffwatch, which is sort of near top of the world. And from Cliffwatch, if you can see it here on the map, we're going to head towards the top of the world. So in this sort of distance here, there'll be a location, and I'm going to say approximately there, where we're going to find some more squirrels. So if you've got marsupial, that's great because you can climb the hillside a little bit quicker. If you haven't, then just follow the roads, follow the pathways, and it'll take you where you need to go as well. Okay. Head up here, and we're using Berry Mentat still, so we're going to get the Detect Life. If you aren't using Berry Mentats, then I'll mark it on the map for you as well. There's a tent over here. It's just beyond this tent, basically. So there should be a couple of settlers here. That could be a random encounter. There's actually a trader here. Nice. What have we got for sale? Got any squirrel bits? In the market for some squirrel bits? No? Alright, never mind. So yeah, just up this hill, I think, is where we need to be. Don't forget Butcher's Bounty. Do we have Berry Mentats on? We've got a Chem addiction. Well, Mentats addiction. Okay, we'll go with another Berry Mentat. That'll help us. There we go. 1 little squirrel. 2 little squirrels. 3 little squirrels. Squirrel bits. So we've got 4 squirrel bits there. What I'm going to do is throw down my survival tent and then show you the map so you know the exact location. I was quite close with the custom destination. We'll remove that one to get rid of any sort of confusion. So there you go. That survival tent right there is the location you need. It's directly north of the kink in the railway. There you go. Right. Luckily, we've got a survival tent. But if you don't have a survival tent, you can fast travel, obviously, to White Springs and do your cooking there. We're going to jump back into our perks here. We don't need Butcher's Bounty on at the moment, but we're just going to leave it on. We're going to take off Ricochet and put on Super Duper, which gives you a 30% chance you'll get double results when you craft stuff. So we'll put that on. And we don't need hard bargain on either, so we're going to go with Inspirational. And the reason we're doing that is because we're actually going to join a team. Ideally a 4-player team. and that way our stats will be buffed a little bit. And if you want to know why our stats are going to be buffed, I can explain that as well, actually. We've got strange in numbers, which means positive mutation effects are 25% stronger if teammates are mutated too. So if we've got teammates, and typically every player will be mutated at some point, so it will be a high chance of it being a benefit. We've also got class freak, which means that the negative mutation effects are reduced by 75%. So if you look at our stats here, they're all pretty high because we've got really low health. We're unyielding at the moment, which means that at low health our stats are boosted. I'll show you a piece of armor to basically explain that. Gain up to +3 to all special stats except for endurance when health is low. Currently +2. So the lower your health, if you've got a few of these pieces on, which we do have, it's going to be +3 per armor piece, which is lovely. Let's go with some boiled. Don't really need to be doing that. Spoiled meat, that'll help. Just get our health down a bit more. So when we now look at our armor pieces, it should be saying +3 on them. Currently +3. So +3 means like we're going to have more luck, which is more chance for super duper to proc. Luck's at 24, not bad. If you do want to eat an item of food to give yourself an extra buff, you could actually look through the recipes and see if there's something there that you wanted to cook. Now, the broiled scorched beast brain's really good for intelligence, which is nice, gives you extra XP. It's the charred scorched beast liver, gives you the luck boost. So if you were to do that, you'd get extra luck and a better chance of getting super duper to proc. And then on we go to cook stuff. Now we are stuck in the floor there, but never mind. We are going for food, and it's Tasty Squirrel Stew. Don't get mistaken for crispy squirrel bits. It's actually the Tasty Squirrel Stew there. And you can see, because we're in a team of mutated people, we're actually getting a 25% buff there. Okay, let me show you. If we leave the team, that drops down to 20%. So you are getting an extra buff just by being in a team with other people. Okay, Tasty Squirrel Stew. We can make 3 of them. Ideally, Super Duper will proc. So we'll have a bit more than 3. We may have 4, who knows. If you do want to make more than that, you can obviously server hop and go to these locations to kill more squirrels. But there you have it. Where are we? Tasty Squirrel Stew. We've got 4 of them there. So it's a bonus XP for 25%. I believe this lasts for 1 hour. I'm not sure how long it takes for the condition for the spoil rate to apply. So bear it in mind that, you're not going to be able to have this forever. It will spoil over time. So what we're going to do is eat 1. Om nom nom. Lovely, lovely stuff. And then for the remaining, there are a couple of options that you've got. Let me head to my camp and I will show you what they are. Okay, this is our new little camp. So the first option would be to put the ones that you're not using in a fridge. Because the fridge basically allows you to store food and it slows down the spoil rate. Okay, so we'll put 2 in there because we'll keep 1 on us, because I think that would last. So that's your first option. Getting a refrigerator, which is a camp item, placing that down in your camp and popping your remaining items in there. Your second option would be a perk card. So let's take Super Duper off because we don't need that right now. And the perk card that you're looking for is good with salt. Let's take a look, see if we can see this here. Right down the end. It's not alphabetical order for some reason. And if you max this card out, food in your inventory will spoil 90% slower. So those are your 2 options that I'm aware of. There's a third option. There's actually a 4th option as well, but I'll get onto that just afterwards. The third option would be to craft a backpack. So you can put on the refrigerated backpack mod, which does limit your carry weight a little bit more, but your food spoilage rate is better off. Doesn't stack with good with salt, but if you'd prefer to have a perk card on instead, then this could be an option for you. I, however, would recommend going with the Chemist Backpack mod or the Grocer's Backpack mod because they are carry weight buffs. So therefore, the Chemist one is for your chems and the Grocer's one for your food and drink. So I'd stick with those two, but if in a clutch situation you need it, then Refrigerator's the one for you there. And there is a fourth option, which I haven't managed to get just yet, but it is this item here. It's for Fallout First users, so it might function in the same way that the ammo box and the scrap box works. I'm not sure yet because we haven't got to it just yet. But yeah, instantly freeze food and drink items, reducing spoilage rates to 0. So it will never spoil. So you can store spoilage kind of foods forever, indefinitely. Now I don't know how many items it stores in it, but it's military cryo freezer. This could be massive for the game's food and drink. Because think of the farming that we've just done. If I was to server hop a few times, kill a bunch of squirrels, and then store all that Tasty Squirrel Stew in the freezer, then it won't ever spoil, so there'll be no need to go out and harvest more squirrels, you know, as and when needed. It can just, well, basically bulk freeze squirrel bits and be happy with that. So that's your fourth option. We'll have more information on this one when we get it, because we do have Fallout First at the moment, so we've got every intention to get it. If you don't have Fallout First, there will probably be an Atom Store variant, or it could be available for gold bullion from next season. So those are your options for that. So there you have it. We've got Squirrel Stew, tasty Squirrel Stew. It's made up. There are a little bit extra that I want to do, just sort of touch on. For this to really, really ramp up and get 25% as a buff, you do need the mutation carnivore, because that way you get 2 times the benefits, but with stranger numbers applied and with class freak, well, class freak not necessary, but yeah, with stranger numbers you get that extra multiply. So it goes from a 2 times benefit to a 3 times benefit, which is really, really useful for this. If you are going for the XP route, then that's, you know, carnivore for me is the one. It's a no-brainer. Egghead's also really good because you get +8 using the class freak and stranger numbers perk cards. So bear those in mind. And there you go. So yeah, go and enjoy murdering squirrels. And I hope this video did help you with your XP buffs and stuffs. I'm going to have myself a Nuka-Cola because I'm addicted to them. This machine's absolutely outstanding. Lovely Nuka-Cola there. And just drink that in front of everybody there. Lovely. So, if you did indeed like this video, offer me a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I will catch you on the next one. It's been a pleasure, and thank you for watching.